Coach Whitaker here up in the weight room at the high school. This is going to be a special segment with Miss Elkins' fourth grade students, talking a little bit about the book drive they got going on down at Wylie Elementary. Hope you enjoy it. Here we are in a special Iron Dread Radio, Iron Dread podcast segment. I'm Coach Whitaker, as always, sitting here with the fourth graders of Miss Elkins' class at Wylie Elementary. Say hello to the people out there, fourth graders. So this class is working on doing a book drive, and there are some individuals that are sitting towards the front here that I'm going to allow to introduce themselves in a minute. They're kind of the leaders of this book drive, and we're going to learn more about what they're doing here and see if we can help promote their event and activity. So my four folks in the front that have kind of taken the lead on this, will you please introduce yourselves right to our audience?
My name is Ryan. I am 10 years old, grade 4th, as you can tell. And yeah.
Ryan?
My name's I'm 9 years old. I'm in 4th grade.
Bree? Who else we have?
I'm years old, and I'm in 4th grade.
Okay, Abby. And last but not least.
My name is Barnabas, but I go by Barney. I'm 10 years old, and I have an aquarium addiction.
10 years old and you have a what?
Aquarium addiction.
An aquarium addiction?
Yeah, I like keeping fish.
Yeah. Every time I kept fish, they always died on me, Barney. Maybe I'll get with you on some advice. Mr. Woody up here at the high school just had a nice article written about him in the Sun Times, his tank that he has with, I believe he's got salmon. No, not salmon, trout in his tank. He teaches biology. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this book drive in and of itself. Let's start with Ryan. Ryan, can you tell us about this book drive and what it's all about?
It's sort of about, so if you have a book that you don't necessarily use anymore, you donate it to your classroom if you are a student here, or you can just leave it at the front office. We'll get it, and every Friday we go around, take the books, and put in and collect the totals. And right now we have 2,999, and our goal is 5,000.
So you guys are collecting books from other people, and then are these books free? Are these books that you guys are collecting? Are they going to other Wylie students? Are they going to other schools? How does that work? Where are books going that we collect?
It's going to the books are going to an organization called Making Spirits Bright that gives the books out at free book fairs to underfunded schools.
Cool. So you guys are collecting books there at Wylie that are going to go to an organization to have a broader reach of kids all over the place. Very cool. Abby, why do you think it's important for people to donate books to this cause?
Because less fortunate people can get books, and books are a huge part of learning, and they can teach you a lot.
Yeah, awesome. Sharing the love of books and the love of reading. Barney, tell me, what's your favorite kind of book and why?
I honestly like chapter books because they're long, they're interesting, and it's a lot more to read than just picture books.
Right, you like chapter books? Any particular one you're reading right now?
I finished it, but I love Percy Jackson and The Last Kids on Earth.
Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Percy Jackson is J.K. Rowling, right? The same author of the Harry Potter series, or no?
Rick Riordan, I think, wrote.
They made a movie about Percy Jackson too, right? Did they make a movie or no? Am I getting confused?
They made a show. They made a show.
And a movie.
No,
they
they
have,
didn't make a movie.
yeah, they have 2 movies. They have 2 movies.
All right.
They
So
do. The first
about
and
this. Let's go back to my guy Ryan. Ryan, how do you think people or another kid is going to feel when they get one of these books from Making Spirits Bright? How do you think they're going to feel?
I think they're gonna feel good because the underfunded schools that we call book deserts, are like, think they're gonna feel really good because they're getting this book, and that singular, not really that singular book, but that book could basically later in their life could depend if they are a lawyer or not, or what job they get. So I think it's really cool, and I think that they're gonna feel really happy.
Cool. Yeah, you never know what that one book might inspire a kid into a career field. Abby, you seem pretty excited with that question. What do you think? How do you think a kid's going to feel when they get one of these books?
That they actually get to have a book.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. It sounds like a good thing. Well, if you were, and let's go to Bree here, right, and then we'll go to Barney. If you were trying to convince somebody, say, I have this great book here. This is one of the books I'm reading right now. Right? This is about West Side Barbell in Columbus, Ohio, and their methods of how they train. A lot of how, if you guys don't know me and what I do up here at the high school, I'm the strength and conditioning coach. So my main role here, besides just being a fun guy and getting to help kids, is teaching kids how to properly lift weights and train for sport. And this is a book that I'm reading right now. I'm almost done with it. Look, I only got a little bit more to go, guys. Right, and then I'm all done with this one. But if you were trying to get me to donate this book to the book drive, Bree, what would you say? How would you convince me to donate this book? Or maybe Barney answers first, then Bree can come. We can come back to Bree. Barney, how would you convince me to donate this book or any book to your book drive?
I would convince you by talking to you and like talking about, like, just imagine if you didn't have your favorite sport or video game or something like that because you couldn't afford it. If you donate books, kids can read and they'll have something else to do.
So if I donate it, then I can share that knowledge. Good.
Be happier.
They'd be happier because they got the book.
Yeah.
All right. So any key things that we haven't discussed yet about your book drive that you'd like to share with our audience? And we can start with anybody there. All right, Ryan, go ahead. You share first.
Well, I think that there are there's a lot of stuff that we actually have to do to advertise, and some people think that we're just making 5 flyers and then we're done. We have to do a lot of stuff, so much stuff, and we're let's say you have to write let's say you have 3 days to make a Canva project, and you want to try to get people to really donate after seeing it. We have to do so much that sometimes you're trying to be creative by yourself. You might have to get AI sometimes because it literally puts so much pressure on you because we want to do so much, but we have so little time to do. We only have about a month to get 5,000 books. It seems easy. It is not.
So, yeah, I mean, you guys are really working to try and get as much attention to this as possible, right? Hey, that's why we're doing our radio show here, right? To try and get as much attention as possible. I heard you say there, Ryan, the goal is 5,000 books I feel like somebody, I forget who it was. I feel like somebody, all the guys and girls holding up bunny ears in the back, maybe focus on what we're doing over here. All right. Somebody, I felt like somebody gave us a number. Where are we at right now as it relates to our goal? Or 100,
Guys, someone go grab that number.
We're at 3,419 or 16.
Okay, so we're sitting just at 3,000, about 3,500, 3,500 books right now, and the goal is to get to 5,000 books.
Yeah.
Right? And the goal is to get to 5,000 books before what date?
We don't really have a set date.
Oh, I think we did hopefully by the end of this week.
Yeah,
By the end of March.
but it's kind of a stretch.
We're just trying to get there, right? However long it takes us to get there, right? We're just, well,
Pretty
hopefully,
much.
hopefully we'll be able to help you with this, pushing it all around our district and around our listening audience, because people listen to the Iron Dread Radio from our school district and even other ones. So maybe we can help get you guys some more books. Is there any specific, and I guess any of you can answer this, any specific age ranges for these books? Is it just like third and fourth grade or fourth grade ages, or they go to high school and
Kind
down?
of. Kind of, because
Kindergarten.
they will take or we'll take adult books, but they are used for some other purposes. We'll mostly take children's books.
So we'll mostly take the children.
Okay, so all ages can be
Yeah.
donated.
Adult books that they have, they'll just take them and like resell them on like Etsy or something like that.
But it's more like
More children's books.
More centered towards children's books.
Yeah,
grade 5 to middle school is
Well, all right.
yeah, all range, but like
that's like what most people do.
Why don't you, Capri? Would you like to tell them about what happens if they get books that they think are outdated or not in very good shape? What does Making Spirits Bright then do? Capri's gonna tell us.
When books that they think are outdated or sort of maybe messed up, they use those for paper towels for schools.
Yes, they turn them into recycling, right?
Toilet paper.
Recycle them into paper towel and kitty litter, right? They work with a recycling company that actually purchases those outdated or damaged books, and they get recycled into the brown paper towels that we see in schools and kitty litter.
What do you got for me?
I know I've taken up enough time, but this might make more like donating happen. I don't know why, but I'm actually like you can teach on our radio another way, but I'm also am writing like one time column for for making waves. So I feel like mentioning that would make more people get making waves, and like we need a bunch of people to donate to make that last stretch for 2,000 in about 1 to 3 weeks.
about 1,500 books.
So, and I know you guys said like bringing books into school. What if somebody outside of Wylie wanted to donate books to your cause? Is there like a drop box at the main office? A drop box? What can we do? Why don't we go, Abby? Why don't you answer that question?
Yeah.
So there's a drop box in the vestibule at the front of your building.
They could just put it down around there if the box is full or there isn't enough room or something. They can just plop it down around it.
Something that would be really helpful for us would be if they were able to count them in the sections so that we don't have to do that. Because we have to go through and fax them. We also have one more thing.
All right, guys. Well, anything else we didn't get to discuss here? I got another appointment I got to run to here. Thank you guys for your time. But anything else we didn't get to talk about?
One more, Abby?
One more for Abby.
Making Spirits Bright is a non-profit organization that takes books and donations to give to kids who have no books or very few books. Wylie's doing a book Making Spirits Bright and we need you to donate books to help others.
It's a little bit more about making spirits bright, getting people to help others. Well, guys, Ms. Elkin, anything you'd like to share here before we kind of say goodbye here?
I think that you touched on most of the points.
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time, for reaching out to me to be a part of Iron Dread Radio. I really like getting to do this and extend, from up here at the high school to fourth graders. Hopefully, as you guys get older, we'll get to work together more in the weight room up here at the high school. All right. So,
Letting us be on your cool podcast. Thank you for your time.
absolutely. Thank you, guys. All right. Ms. Elkin, I'll send you all the information about times and whatnot. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you.
See you guys. There you have it, folks. Our interview with Miss Elkins' fourth grade class down at Wylie, talking all about their book drive. If you want to donate to their book drive, go ahead and drop them off at the vestibule at Wylie if you're local. If you are someone from outside of our area, email me, WhittickerC, WHITTAKERC, at dexterschools.org, and we'll get you the information to mail your books in to donate to their cause. I'll be sending them a special book from me for their classroom that I hope they all enjoy. Thank you to Miss Elkin and to all the fourth grade students for being on the Iron Dread podcast and Iron Dread Radio.